Today's video is going to be on this look right here. It is an all drugstore everyday tutorial. It's appropriate for work or school, at least in my opinion. I wear it to work quite often, so if you like this look and you like this video, please be sure to subscribe below, and I'll see you next time. Let's get into the video. First things first, I'm going to prime my face, and today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. So I'm just going to use a pump on the back of my hand and then distribute it around my face. I will say a pump of that is a little bit too much for me. There's still some excess product on my hand, and I already feel like my face has enough product on it, so I end up wasting it like every time I use it. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless for normal to oily skin in the shade 112 Natural Ivory. Alright, next I'm going to do concealer, and today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair. Now to set all of that in place, today I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade 100 Transparent. And I'm going to use that to set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face. Today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Brow Duo. It looks like this, and then inside it comes with a gel and a powder and a little angled brush. I've never used this before, so hopefully it works out. I have it in the shade Medium. And I've gone ahead and just grabbed my Anastasia number 7 brush, which is an angled brush on one end and then a spoolie on the other. So I'm just going to be using that to apply. Considering that's the first time I've ever used that product, I think my eyebrows turned out pretty decent. The color match is pretty good. I've been struggling to find something that will make my brows look dark enough to match my hair, because my brows are quite a bit lighter than my natural hair color, which is like the color of my roots. But this did a pretty good job, and what I did was I went in with the gel first. That's what the instructions said to do. So I used the gel first and then feathered in the powder on top. And the powder looks super light there, but when you put it in on top of the gel, it ended up looking fine. So A+ for this. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyes, and today I'm going to be using this Walking on Eggshells little trio from Wet n Wild, but I don't know if you can really see, but the brown is not completely matte. It has like a sheen to it. So I'm also going to throw in the bronzer and contour products that we're going to be using later on our face to use them as like a transition color and like a deeper matte brown in the crease. So I'm going to be using these two as well. This one is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the shade Sunny. And then this one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dolce de Leche. And I'm just going to be using the contour shade, but first I'm going to use the highlight shade there to set our lid. As you can see, that added some depth. Next, I'm going to go in with the bronzer Sunny just to add a little bit of warmth in the crease. So now I'm going to take the Walking on Eggshells trio, and I'm going to use that crease color, the brown, but I'm not actually going to put it in the crease. I'm a rebel, I know, but I'm going to take it on a small pencil brush and put it in the outer V. Now I'm going to take the Brow Bone shade, which is kind of a light bone color with just a little bit of sheen, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone and on my inner corner. Alright, and last but not least, I'm going to take the lid color here, which is a light pink, on a flat shader brush and just pack it on. Now I'm just going to move on to the lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the contour and the bronzer, and mix them together and then smudge them on the lower lash line with a pencil brush. I'm just going to take a flat definer brush and pop in just a little bit of that crease color just on the outer corner, just to blend it into the top outer V. And then again, just going in with the pencil brush to smudge that out. For the eyes, I'm just going to take that brow bone color and pop it in on the inner corner just along my bottom lash line here. That completes the eyes, obviously, aside from mascara and eyeliner. Eyeliner I'm going to do next, and then mascara I do at the very end. So for eyeliner today, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum in dark brown. I'm not going to wing it out because generally for work, I find that's just a little bit too dramatic. For the same reason, I'm using brown instead of black, because I find brown's just a little bit softer for work or school. Adds a little bit of definition to the top lash line without being too dramatic. And I just remembered I should put eyeliner in my bottom waterline. I do this pretty much every day, and I just use the Rimmel Scandalized Nude Liner. I find it just really helps open up your eyes and make you look more wide awake. Alright, now back to the face. First I'm going to start with bronzing, and like I said earlier, I'm going to be using the NYC bronzer in the shade Sunny. And next I'm going to go back to this Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm going to be using the contour shade just to contour my cheeks and carve out my cheekbones a little bit. To clean up the contour, I'm just going to take this one here and on a little brush like this and just clean it up a little bit. Next I'm going to do blush, and today I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, which is my absolute favorite drugstore blush. It's actually top 2 favorite blushes out of all of my blushes. My number 1 is Wild Honey by Becca, and this is my second go-to everyday blush. Before I do my mascara is going to be highlight, and today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette in Catwalk Pink. It has these 4 different highlight shades here, and typically what I do is I mix these 2 shades, the 2 lightest. So one's kind of like a champagne and the other one's a little bit more pink toned, and I find if you mix them together they look beautiful. Unfortunately, the one thing I don't have from the drugstore is a setting spray. I completely had a brain fart and forgot to pick it up when I picked up the brow product. So today I'm just going to be using the most affordable one I have, which is the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day, and I have it in the peach scent. Now time for lashes. Today I'm going to be using this Revlon lash curler. Got it from Walmart. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Lastly, I'm going to do lips. Today for lips, I'm going to be using the Katy Perry and CoverGirl collab, the Katy Kat Matte in this shade Couture. It's just a really nice nude, kind of like a dusty rose. Okay guys, so that completes this look. Like I said, it was a pretty simple all drugstore tutorial. I wear this to work. Obviously, if you don't need as much coverage as I do, you could either skip the foundation and just use concealer where you need it, or vice versa. Maybe don't use as much concealer. I just like really full coverage, like flawless base. And of course you can make some tweaks. This general look looks good with pretty much any lip color. I will generally switch out my lips and do like this shade here, which is by Maybelline. It's in the shade Romantic Rose, which is a really nice like pinky color. And then I'll usually top it with one of the NYX Butter glosses. You could even switch it up and do a dark lip. I'm actually going out for lunch, so I'm going to switch up my lip color to this, which is one of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in the shade Copenhagen. So it's kind of just a general neutral look that you can use with any lip color, which I find is great for general everyday looks. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you do and you want to see more, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.